Hello and Assalamu alaikum. I'm Nazia Amir and going to discuss a new topic which is business communication. 7 C's, most famous 7 C's, which is completeness, conciseness, consideration, concreteness, clarity, courtesy, correctness. What is completeness? Answer all questions asked, give something extra when desirable. Check for 5 W's and any other essential. Objective, desired results, goodwill, avoid complications / lawsuits. Conciseness. A concise message saves time and expense for both sender and receiver. Concise is saying what you have to say in the fewest possible words without sacrificing the quality. Eliminate wordy expressions, include only relevant statements, avoid unnecessary repetition. Example of conciseness. Wordy. We hereby wish to let you know that we fully appreciate the confidence you have reposed in us. Concise. We appreciate your confidence in us. Consideration. Focus on you instead of I and we. Show reader benefit or interest in reader. Emphasize positive, pleasant facts. Apply integrity and ethics. Concreteness. Use specific facts and figures. Put action in your verbs. These figures are checked by the research department. The research department checked these figures. Correctness. Use the right level of language. Check accuracy of figures, facts and words. Maintain acceptable writing mechanism. Choosing non-discriminatory expressions. Courtesy. Be sincerely tactful, omit expressions that irrite, hurt or belittle, grant and apologize good naturally. Clarity. Choose short, familiar, conversational words, construct effective sentences and paragraphs, include example illustrations when desirable. The 3x3 writing process. Phase 1, pre-writing. Analyzing, anticipating, adapting. Phase 2, writing. Researching, organizing and composing. Number 3, revising. Revising, proofreading, evaluating. Business writing is purposeful, it solves problems and conveys information. Economical, it is concise. Reader oriented, it focuses on the receiver, not the sender. Analyzing and anticipating. Analyze the task, identify the purpose, anticipate the audience, primary receivers, secondary receivers, select the best channel, importance of the message, feedback required, permanent required, record required, cost of the channel, degree of formality. Adapting to task and audience. Spotlight receiver benefits. The warranty starts working for you immediately. Cultivate the you view. You will receive your order. Use sensitive language avoiding gender, race, age and disability biases. Office workers, not office girls. Adapting to task and audience again. Express thoughts positively. You will be happy to, not you won't be sorry that. Use familiar words, salary, not remuneration. Use precise, vigorous words, fax me, not contact me. Developing reader benefits. Sender focused, receiver focused. Sender focused, we are requiring all staffers to complete these forms in compliance with company policy. Receiver focused, please complete these forms so that you will be eligible for health and dental benefits. Emphasize the you view. We view, we are issuing a refund. You view, you will receive a refund. We view, we take pleasure in announcing an agreement we made with Hewlett Packard to allow us to offer discounted printers in the factory store. You view, an agreement with Hewlett Packard allows you and other employees to buy discounted printers at your convenient factory store. Hidden negative meanings. You overlooked, you are careless. You failed to, you are careless. You state that, but I don't believe you. You claim that. It's probably untrue. You are wrong. I'm right. You do not understand. You are not very bright. Your delay. You are at fault. You forgot to. You are not only inefficient but also stupid and careless. Routine letters and goodwill messages. The direct pattern. Front load in the opening, explain in the body, be specific and cautious in the closing. Front loading in the opening. Begin with main idea, tell immediately why you are writing. Explaining in the body. Present details that explain the request or response. Group similar ideas together. Consider using graphic highlighting techniques. Being specific and cautious in the closing. For requests, specifically indicate the action you want taken and provide an end date, deadline if appropriate. For other direct letters, provide a cautious concluding thought. Requesting information and action. Body. Explain your purpose and provide details. Express questions in parallel form. Number them if appropriate. To elicit the most information, use open-ended questions. What training programs do you recommend? Rather than yes or no questions. Are training programs available? Suggest reader benefits if possible. Opening. Ask a question or issue a polite command. Will you please answer the following question? Avoid long explanation that precede the main idea. Closing. State specifically but cautiously the action you wish to be taken. Set an end date if one is significant and explain why. Avoid glitchy endings. Thank you for your cooperation. Show appreciation but use a fresh expression. Make it easy for the receiver to respond. Goals in communicating bad news. To make the reader understand and accept the bad news. To promote and maintain a good image of the writer and the writer's organization. To make the message so clear that additional correspondence is unnecessary. To avoid legal liability. The indirect pattern. Buffer. A neutral or positive opening that does not reveal the bad news. Reasons and explanation of the causes for the bad news. Bad news. A clear but understood announcement of the bad news that may include an alternative or compromise. Close. A personalizing, forward-looking, pleasant statement. The 5 A's of goodwill messages. In expressing thanks, recognition or sympathy, be selfless, emphasize the receiver, not the sender. Be specific, focus on the specifics rather than generalities. Be sincere, show your honest feelings by using unpretentious language. Be spontaneous, make the message sound natural, fresh and direct. Avoid canned phrases. Keep the message short. Although goodwill messages may be as long as needed, they generally are fairly short. Avoiding 3 causes of legal problems. Abusive language, defamation, use of any language that harms a person's reputation. Libel, written defamation, slander, spoken defamation. Careless language, statements that are potentially damaging or that could be misinterpreted. The factor is too hazardous for tour groups. Good guy syndrome, statements that ease your concise or make you look good. I thought you were an excellent candidate, but we had to hire. Acting cautiously. As an agent of an organization, be sure your views reflect those of your organization. Use plain paper for your personal use or personal business. Avoid supplying information that could be misused. Don't admit or imply responsibility without checking with legal counsel. Useful books. Mary Ellen Guffey, Business Communication, Process and Product. 4E. Effective Business Communication by Herta R. Murphy and Herbert W. Hildebrand. Here I am going to end my video. If you like my video, do not forget to subscribe my channel and press the bell icon so you get notified when I post new content. Thank you.